It sure is a great time to be a horror board game fan. To my surprise, 2023 gave us no less than two games based on Tobe Hooper's seminal horror classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The most surprising offering of the two is Slaughterhouse, designed by Prospero Hall and published by Funko Games. In this one versus many spiritual prequel to the 1974 film, players either act cooperatively as trespassers trying to achieve their scenario goals in order to escape, or as the Sawyer clan who are attempting to organize a twisted family reunion that's hell-bent on murdering the intruders. With its gleeful commitment to thematically appropriate player elimination, it's a surprisingly rich and tense experience, showcasing some truly innovative rules for noise, item searches, and the effect of horror on characters. Throw in some legitimately macabre art by Henning Ludvigsen in several challenging scenarios, and you have a modern horror gaming classic that has a ludicrous amount of replayability. Trick or Treat Studios have also chucked their flesh-stitch hat into the ring via the Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game designed by Scott Rogers, who also brought us the evocative but flawed Alien: Fate of the Nostromo. Since two of my all-time favorite board games are Orleans and Quacks of Quedlinburg, this one gets a big bump from me since it's essentially a press your luck bag builder. It's also a purely cooperative experience, with the cannibalistic villains appearing at certain milestones and run by a simple AI. Even though the game's default difficulty mode is a bit too easy and the sparse rulebook could definitely use a final pass, hey, board game industry, call me, there's still a lot of love here. Not only does Terry Wolfinger's incredible art directly evoke shades of the 1974 film, the game has its own gruesome production design choices, like the hideous bag you draw tokens from. Ew. More importantly, the mechanics actually serve the theme well. Turns go quickly, and you can actually apply decisive in-game strategies to try and swing the odds back in your favor when all seems hopelessly lost. So this begs the question, if you can only get one of these, which one should you pick up? Well, if you're more of a casual gamer and you just want to experience the general vibe of the original film, then get the board game. If you're a hobby veteran and you're looking for a tightly designed, tactical, and genuinely disturbing horror-themed game that constantly forces players to make interesting choices, then pick up Slaughterhouse. For me, they're different enough to justify keeping both on my game library. Honestly, I can't wait to host a future Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game double feature. Thanks for watching, folks. Remember to stay far away from any houses with an inordinate number of camo-covered abandoned cars in the backyard, and game on!